So greetings, people. So as I mentioned, I will be taking you through the tutorial on how to register and how to apply for the Australian Government Award Scholarship that is offered every year. So this is the website. You can check the link on the description of this video. So on the website, you may find several information that I would encourage you to carefully read and understand. From there are series of scholarships that the Australian government is offering, but we are targeting the Australia Award Scholarship. When we click on the link, it will take us to this other page. And on this page, you can find other information like the benefit of the scholarship. You can have time to read through this. You can also find an award conditions, which is so paramount to read and understand. And you can also find how to apply. And in this section, you can find the Australian Award Scholarship link for the application portal itself. And you can find participating countries, of which Sierra Leone is among. And you can find the opening and closing dates and the participating institutions in Australia. So if we click on participating institution, it will take us to a new page where we'll be able to see all participating institutions. So these institutions are based in Australia, and they are among the institutions that are in line with the scholarship. So your responsibility is to check through the institution on the courses that they are offering to see whether they are part of what you want to read. If they are part of what you want to read, then you can select that course. Every course has a course code. That's the code of the course is what we need for this application process. So we may leave this open and we go back to the scholarship website. So on the website, you can see information on how to apply for an Australian Award Scholarship. If we click on this, it will take us to this other page. And on this page, there are other information also that are needed for your attention. But we are more focused on the application portal link, which is this. We click on it. When you click on the link, it will take you to this page. And on this page, if you don't have an account, you have to register. I'll click on the login and register. Since I have created an account, I can access it. But if you don't have an account, you need to come to register new account. Under the register new account, you ensure you put your email, a working email. You confirm the email. You put your family name. You put your given name and you put your date of birth and your contact details. So once you've registered, an email will be sent to you. And this is exactly the email that will be sent to you. So what you have to take into consideration is this. Once you receive this particular email, you have to go back to the login screen and you click on login this time around. The process is a bit different from regular applications, because for regular applications, you would have to go to the email that is being sent to you will usually have a link that you will click to verify. But this one, they send you a temporary password which you will use to verify yourself. They are not sending an attached link. They are sending a random temporary password that you will use to sign in to the system itself. And they will send you again your username, which is the email that you signed up with at first. So since we've received the email, you have to go back to the login section. On the email, you enter your on the email field, you enter your email and the random password. And if you come here, you would see this random password. You have to copy this password and you enter it. I've done all that because I have an account there. I'll just enter my password. So once you enter a password again, since I have an account, they will send an OTP to me, a one-time password that I have to check up again. Time password they've sent me, but in your case, I'm not sure they will send you. Hence, it's your first time, so you just have access to the account upon completing your your verification. So this is the page. So on the page, you would see applications here. So this is the application. In here, you'd see you have to start new application. You click on the new application button, it will bring up this. So the scheme, there are several scholarships the Australian government is offering. So we have to select the one that we are in for, which is the Australia Award Scholarship. You click on it and you move to next. So this, you click on next again. You click on next twice. So hence we're here. You have to enter your information. So you have to be mindful that all of the text field that have this asterisk red means that they are compulsory. You have to enter something there. You will not leave it. You will not leave it empty. So for the title, I indicate title. For gender, you see it has asterisk. It tells you that it's compulsory. So for gender, I click my gender. For the place of birth, enter these information as you see them. Country, of course, it's Sierra Leone, and you have dual citizenship. No. Which country are you living in now? It's Sierra Leone. I'm living in Sierra Leone. Oh, Sierra Leone. Okay. So, have you applied or are you intending to apply for permanent residency? Is no. National identification number. If you have national ID card or you have voter's ID card or you have a passport, the unique number on those cards is what you should enter here. If you have national ID card, the unique number, like your NIN number, NIN, the NIN number, you enter it here. So for me, I don't. So I'm just entering random numbers. So for passport number also, if you have a passport, your passport number should be entered here. Since I don't have, I will just leave it empty. Click save. For the passport, you just leave it empty until, but you have to ensure that you have passport because it's mandatory for you to have a passport. So for the residential address, for the address, you put your road. Just trying something. Your town is Freetown. Postal code don't have your province. I can put Western area. Then the country was Sierra Leone. So I have to tick this because it's ticking this means that you are sure that your residential and your mailing address are the same. So you click here. So in here, it's your spouse details. So if you have a spouse and you want to travel with him or her, then you have to indicate there. But contact details is showing us X. We have to check it up again because it should show correct, not X. So we left something out with Western area town. Our phone number. So we have to indicate our phone number. Get your phone number and you select next. It should change now. Okay, it's changed. So your spouse details, if you have a husband or a wife and you want to travel with him or her, ensure that you indicate their information there. For me, I don't. So I'm going to click not applicable. But if you do have, ensure you enter their information there. Click on next. For your children details also, ensure you provide detailed information for your children. You have 2, 3, 4. Ensure you provide those information, their names, their given names, date of birth, their gender, passport numbers, accompanying and all of that. For me, I don't. So I click on not applicable and I proceed. But please, guys, ensure you do your due diligence to read what's on the website. Read and have understanding about the scholarship. So this is emergency contact. You need to have an emergency contact person, someone that they will reach out to in time of emergency. So I'll just put random numbers, random letters. My brother and mail, phone number, address, state, Western area, then the county is Sierra Leone, and I proceed next. So we move to the next section, which is previous or current scholarships or fellowships. So if you've had experience with previous fellowships, or you have previous scholarships, or you have current scholarship or fellowship, ensure that you put in those details, the awards, like you've been part, you were part of the Yale Yali network and those other professional networks, those other professional fellowships, or if you've been awarded the scholarship, also ensure that you have them detailed here. Since we don't, we just leave it as it is and proceed from there. Next. So we proceed to this. They're asking if you have intention in applying for other scholarships aside this in this year. So if you do, ensure you detail the scholarships that you'll be applying for, or you indicate none. And they're asking if you have previously applied for this particular scholarship. It's a choice, yes or no, based on your experience. So here, this is the tricky part. Like we mentioned before the start of the lecture, I told you that there are participating institutions. And you have to leave the page as it is, and you come back to another tab where you would see the participating institutions. As you can see, these are all participates. These are all the participating institutions. So you have to check on each of the one that you like and check the courses they are offering to see whether you find one or not. So for me, I would take the RMIT University. I look it up on Google. So I got their website. So I've checked and I found out that they are offering bachelors of cybersecurity and something that I want to do. So when you click on bachelors of cybersecurity, you come to the details. So you check around, you see that the duration is 3 years, and the next intake is in February and July. I read everything that I understand the course, and most important thing here is the CRICOS code. This code is associated to this particular course. Every course has their own associated code. So you should come here and copy this code. After you've copied the code, you go back to the portal. So in the portal, you click on add. You want to add this course as part of the course that you want to read in Australia. So you come here to the code and ensure you enter the code, and you click on the search icon. So the website is checking the database to check on which course is associated with this code. As you can see, that the course title is Bachelors of Cybersecurity. So everything has been displayed. So you just have to come to the institution and you click the institution that you want to apply. And I found this information on RMIT University's website. So they are asking about the minimum English language proficiency. For me, I choose waiver, but you have to go through the application process itself. You have to check the detail of the course before entering information there. And they're asking about the preference. What preference is this to you? Is it top-notch preference? Is it the first preference or second preference? Depends. So I'll choose as my first preference. And they're asking, is it a researchable course type, or is it an in-person or coursework type? So as you can see here, the type of study is a coursework study. It's not a research. But if you're going for master's degree, or some other courses are offered on a research-based level course type. So since this is coursework, not a research type, that's why I clicked on not applicable and I click on save. as we can see in the system, see, I have added one. This shows that I want to study in RMIT University, the course Bachelor's of Cybersecurity, and the level is bachelor's degree. You can add more. If you are going for master's, you can add. If you are going for PhD, you can add. From there, you click on next. So here you have to indicate your level of your qualifications. So if you are going for bachelor's, then you have to indicate that you have WASC. Put in the information. If you are going for masters, you have to indicate that you have bachelor's. Put in the information. If you are going for PhD, it goes on. So for here, I'm indicating bachelor's of science because I want to go in for masters also. And level of study is undergraduate. If you are going for undergraduate degree, you can put your secondary school. But for me, I am putting undergraduate because I've done it. And the name of the university is Central University. The country is located in Sierra Leone. And the province is Northern Province. Language of instruction was in English. The status is that I've completed it, and the date of completion. So you can put any random date. I'm just giving date. Click on save. So ensure that you add up. Okay, the date. Yes. Let me put a reasonable date. I don't want to put a date that is unreasonable. Okay. Save. So I've added it. So if you have more, you can add more information. From there, we click on next. So the next question, they'll be asking you about your English language details. So they want to know if you are from an English language speaking country. Yeah. So yes, I am from. Click on next. And they're asking about your computer, about your level of understanding on computer. So they're asking if you are a computer literate, which is yes. How regularly do you use computer? Daily. And you have to indicate on these the level of experiences that you have. If you possess level of experience on all of them, ensure that you click all the ones that you have level of experience in. Click next. Emergency contact details showing X. That means we have to revisit it. Let's just complete with the others. So here they're asking about computer training details. Have you done a course on computer training? If yes, you put it. If no, you leave it empty. Like those Alawali or certificate courses on computer training. Continue with next. And from here, they're asking about current employment. You have to indicate information about your current employer, the position that you are holding, and the organization you're working for, organizational address, and all of those other information. For me, I'm clicking not applicable, but if you are working, ensure you put in all the information. Then we go with next. So the next question would be on previous employment. They want to know about where you have worked before and all. So you provide the necessary information needed. If not, you provide not applicable. If you don't have any experience or if you've not worked before, you click on next. Proceed. Here they are asking, from the proposed study plan, we've selected that we are going for Bachelor's of Cybersecurity at RMIT University. So you have to indicate why. So they are giving you this to indicate why. So here you have to provide 2,000 characters of wordings on why did you choose your proposed course and institution. But I've got some ChatGPT prompts that I'll put them in the link of the video just to give you a head up on what may be expected. So it is, you are not going to use it exactly as it is, but you just read through and understand so you can build your own that would be more natural and more human. For the second question, they're asking about your proposed, how will this proposed study plan, how would bachelor's in cyber security would help my current career. You have to provide also what 2,000 characters of word there. Have some ChatGPT stuff. And here they're asking about if you've ever contributed in solving problems in your community, or you've ever contributed in reforming systems, all of that. You have to provide also information on that. So I'm leaving the answers down the description of this video for you to have an understanding as to what your answers may be. Here they're asking about you have to give up 3 practical examples on how you think having the knowledge in Australia would help you and your country as large. You have to provide three tangible reasons on that. Then, lastly, you have to indicate one development theme, even though they understand that you have many, but you have to indicate only one. And in here, for me, I choose education, but you have to go through the list and choose yours. So do you currently have any connection or relationship with a staff? It's no. With a staff at Daft. Or if you've had any criminal civil proceeding, no. If you've ever been convicted, no. If you're disabled, no. It depends if you are. So you choose based on your current position. So here they're asking about professional membership. Like, are you part of probably the accounting department or the accounting committee in your university, or as part of the petroleum department in the country, like any sort of professional membership that you are in? If yes, then you have to indicate. Like for me, I was part of Kuwait, or I am still part of Kuwait. Sorry, the Central University IT Society. I'm part of them. So that is a professional membership. And I'm also part of Internet Society. It's also my professional membership. So you have to indicate yours. If you don't have, then you select not applicable. And from there, they will be asking us about communication. And communication, you have to tell them where you heard of the scholarship. So I can say from DAFT website. It means I've been checking on the website. In the last time I applied, I've been checking on the website, all of that. So here is the main important part, like the last important part. So here you have to upload this document. The first document you have to upload is certificate copies of your tertiary, certified copies of your tertiary degree, your certificate, and they should all be in English. And you should upload your IELTS or TOEFL or academic results. And you should also upload your statement from the university or the school that you went, that English was the language of instruction, and also for the course that you did, and the reference report. You have someone to write a report for you as a referee, and recent research publication. That's if you are going for a research master's, and a curriculum vitae, that's your CV, and other documents specified in your country profile, probably your national ID card. That is more important for Sierra Leone. And if we come to emergency contact details, it's showing X. Let me check there and see what's the problem. What the city was not specified, so we have to put Freetown and click next. So everything else looks good except for documentary evidence. So if you come to the documentary evidence, they have description as to how, on which format your document should be in. As you can see, they can be in this format: PDF, picture format, document format. Ensure that you upload all of them. For example, if you come to add, it's another pop-up, so you have to put your document type. So I'm submitting a CV, describe, curriculum vitae. Then you click on the file and you add it to the system. This is how you're going to do for all of them. After that, you click on next, come to declaration, and you send your application. Once you've sent your application, the system would notify you that your document that you've sent are under process. So the system would review all of the application that you've sent from there. If all goes well, they would email you that your application has been successfully submitted, and you have to keep your eyes on your email for any further information that they may need, or if you are selected. And I pray and hope that God will make it possible for you to be selected. Thank you. If you have any question with respect to the entire process, ensure that you drop it on the comment section. I'll be there to respond to all your messages, or you can privately send me a mail. I'm always available to ensure that I help. Thank you so much. Peace out.